Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great. So I'm going to try to get through this in one take, I guess. So I'm using a 50 volume developer and the Kaleido Colors bleaching powder thing, and I'm just mixing it to a very thick consistency, and I'm spreading that all over my frontal to bleach the knots. Now you guys want to be really careful. Do not press the bleach into the hair like I did, or else you will come out with a very nasty looking frontal when you're done. Do not press, don't do that. So I didn't show you the finished product, but trust me, it wasn't that great. I had to go back in and dye some parts because I had bleached the closure a little bit too much from pressing the powder in. So now I'm just going in to just make the hairline look more natural. I suggest watching Peak Mill's video because I'm not the best at this. Yeah, go watch her video. I'll leave the link down in the description bar below. So then I decided to go ahead and tint the lace of my frontal. So I used the Adore colors, Honey Brown and Mahogany, and I just put it in hot water and then put the closure inside. I had already done it, so I couldn't really show you how I did it because I didn't record it, but that's how the closure looked when I was done tinting it. Tinting did help, but honestly going back into, dye it was a much better option. So now I'm just trying my best to create baby hair. So I'm just taking some of the hair in the front and then just cutting it, shaping it, making it shorter, whatever you want to call it. So that's what I'm doing right here, right now. I pretty much just freestyled this because I didn't really know what I was doing. I was watching videos and trying to do it properly, but practice makes perfect, and it was my first frontal, so yeah, forgive me. So now I'm just positioning the frontal onto the cap that I'm going to be using, and I just use a standard wig cap, and I'm just adjusting it on there so it can lay as flat as possible. Now the cork head that I'm using is the same measurement as my head, so that's why you see the 23 on there. That's how big my head is. So I used one that was the same size as my head just so that I wouldn't have to worry about the wig or anything like that, or the wig being too big or anything like that. Now I am sewing the frontal onto the cap and just knotting it. I'm trying to make it as neat as possible, so I'm taking my time so that it can be as neat as possible and also lay as flat as possible and it doesn't bulk up. Pretty repetitive. I put the needle through the frontal, through the net of the cap, and then I knotted it and I did it again, and I just did that the whole way around. And I'm just showing you what it looks like because it looks beautiful. That was a beautiful sewing job, you guys. It was gorgeous. So this is the hair I'm using. I honestly have forgotten the details of the hair because this was such a long time ago. It was probably like 5 months ago I recorded this video, and I'm just now doing the voiceover. Forgive me. But I will leave the description of the hair and everything down in the description bar below so you know what hair it is, as well as in the title, so we all know what kind of hair it is. So now I'm just sewing my hair onto the cap, standard way you would sew it on, and there are many tutorials on this on how to make a wig. So I'm just sewing the hair onto the cap and just flipping it over. I double tracked it at first, and then when I got higher up I started to single track it just so that it wouldn't be as bulky. And I went back and forth. I did not cut any wefts until I got to the very top, and I had a little bit left over, which you will see here. And I made sure also to sew the hair onto the end of the frontal, and I went in with the extra hair and I sewed it in between the tracks because I did not want to waste any hair. So when I was happy with everything, I decided to cut off the lace. So this is me on a very good day. If you want to see the tutorial for this makeup look, check the description bar below. It'll be right there for you, I promise you. So now I'm just positioning my cap onto my head, or my wig onto my head, and just adjusting it. As you guys can probably see the really crappy job I did on the frontal, because it's really brassy looking, but you know, you work with it. You know what I'm saying? You make mistakes and you work with it. I'm just adjusting it onto my head and then forming the part that I want for my hair. You can really just do this any way you want, but this is just how I decided to do it. So I took a curling wand and made that area flat, just so that it can lay flat and my hair can be flat, you know what I'm saying? And then for the sparse parts where I bleached a little bit too much, I took a black eyeliner and just filled in those parts, and then used a brush or a comb to like comb it out and make it look okay. You can probably see it from here, but from far away you honestly can't tell what happened there. So really helpful tip. Do that if you ever have like anything sparse going on with your closure. And then I took a concealer and went ahead to conceal the part so it could match like my hair, so it could match my scalp. And now I'm just taking hair out because the baby hair I left out was not enough, and I'm just gonna cut baby hairs. So I trimmed it off, and as you can see, it's not really popping, but we're gonna fix that in a minute. And I'm doing the same for the other side. Even though this side wasn't really showing, I decided to do the same for that side. So I'm going to take some of my Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Paste. Best edge control for naturals in the world, I promise you. And I'm going ahead to lay down my baby hairs from my wig. You can really just do this anyhow you want to, but this is the way that worked best for me. So this is the finished product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Once again, the hair is luscious, it's beautiful. Honestly, some of the best hair I've ever had. Make sure to check the description bar down below for all the details and specs on this hair. And make sure to follow me on all my social media, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you and God bless.
I believe in angels.